Hello, I'm Christina and welcome to my channel, ChriskaYoga. Today is a special video, something I've never done on this channel before. I will be doing a stretch and chat video. So I'm going to be guiding you through a yoga stretch and talking to you about a yoga topic. The topic I will be talking to you about today is one of the yamas, which is the first limb of the 8 limbs of yoga. I'm going to describe what all of that means in a minute if you don't know, but I'm going to be speaking a little bit about Ahimsa, which is the first of the yamas. So I'm going to describe what all of that means in a moment and guiding you through a stretch with me in real time. But also in this video, I will be sharing the winner, so announcing the winner of my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. And yesterday was the last day to enter, so today I'll be announcing the lucky winner of the 1 year free of my new yoga online membership community site, My Yoga Habit. That's what it's called. It's opening its doors, its online doors, its metaphorical doors, tomorrow. And today I will be announcing the one winner of the lovely yoga mat and the 1 year free of that membership. So here's the winner. I don't know where I put it on the screen, but congratulations, winner. So congratulations to the winner. Thank you to everyone who entered. Let's get going with this stretch and chat. Before we get started, I do need to say that this is not an original idea, stretch and chat. I've seen it floating around the internet here and there. I saw it on Kaylin Nicholson's channel and she did not come up with it either. Someone else did, and I'll link her name or write her name here, and I'll link her original stretch and chat video down below in my description box if you want to check that out. But yeah, I'm doing a stretch and chat. It's also a little bit of a different sound setup. I'm not hooked up to a mic here, so I have the freedom to move around without worrying about mic movement. So let me know what you think about this sound quality in the comments below as well. Hopefully it's, up to the same quality as usual, but just trying something new here. So we're going to begin by lying flat on your back. Most of this stretch will be supine just because of the microphone setup, and I want you to be able to hear me at all times. So lie flat on your back and start by hugging your knees in towards your chest. Flex your feet, hold on to your shins, and just breathe here for a moment. You can rock from side to side, gently massaging your low back on the floor if that's comfortable for you. If that is uncomfortable for you, just stay still and hold your legs in. You can hug your legs by holding onto your arms, or you can just hold onto your shins. Find what's comfortable, what works for you today, and hold here. So while we're here in our Apanasana, I discussed before, I told you before what we're going to be talking about during this stretch and chat, which is Ahimsa. Ahimsa is the first yama. And the yamas, there are 5 yamas. The yamas are the first limb of the 8 limbs of yoga. The 8 limbs of yoga come from the Yoga Sutras. And the Yoga Sutras come from Patanjali. Patanjali is a sage. And a sage, basically, if you don't know, is one who acquires wisdom or acquired wisdom. It's likely that it wasn't just this one person who wrote the Yoga Sutras. It is likely, or I guess speculated, that his disciples collectively wrote while we're waiting for the words to come out of my mouth, let's release our legs down. Place the left leg on the ground, stretch it out in front of you, and keep the right leg in your hand. And we're going to do that hip mobility movement, so release any control from your leg. You can relax your foot for this one, both of your feet. And just move your leg forward and backwards with your hands. So anyway, the Yoga Sutras contain the 8 limbs of yoga. The Yoga Sutras were written by Patanjali, a sage, And it is likely, since no one really knows anything about Patanjali or who or what he was, that his disciples collectively wrote the 8 limbs of yoga in the Yoga Sutras. So, the 8 limbs of yoga and what they are is basically a guideline or guidelines of how to live your life on the road or on the path to enlightenment. Now, in modern day, that's not really something that we are looking to achieve, I speculate. It's not something that I'm looking to achieve. I'm just looking to achieve a happy, joyful, free life. Not free as in money free, I mean like free as in free to be. And yeah, so these guidelines, they're very old, and you can take them with a grain of salt. So I live by these. I'm not strict because I live in the modern world. So pause, everyone. You can stop moving your leg forward and backwards, and then we're going to come into half happy baby. So take your right foot in your right hand, and then bring your foot up to face the ceiling and your knee in towards your armpit, and then you can take your left hand and place it on your left thigh and hold here. So breathe into your stretch. Also flex your bottom foot for protecting your joints and keeping that leg active. So the 8 limbs of yoga, each limb describes a different aspect of a well-rounded yoga practice, and that well-rounded yoga practice is meant to lead you towards enlightenment. And as I said before, enlightenment is not something that we generally are looking to achieve right now. We just want to be happy and live peacefully and without, all the frustrations and being grumpy and being just in pain and living a life of pain. We don't want that. So I don't want that. So these are just guidelines that the modern yogi can follow loosely, in my opinion. Some people, they're very strict about it, and even when I mention yoga poses in certain videos that aren't original, you can release your leg from happy baby now, place the right leg down onto the ground, and we're going to switch sides. So hug the left knee in towards the chest, relax your feet, and then we'll just move the leg forward and backwards on the left for some hip mobility. So yeah, I follow these loosely, very loosely, and I don't even 100% follow them, of course, because I'm living, in the modern world, the Western world. You have to adapt to society. So regardless of how strict some people might want to follow these, I personally do not follow them that strictly, nor do I follow the yoga poses very strictly. I like to adapt my yoga practice and my yoga teaching to modern life. Anyway, so today I'm going to be talking about one of the yamas, and the yamas are the first limb. So the yama is the first limb of the 8 limbs of yoga, and there are 5 yamas. I am not going to go into all 5 yamas in today's video, but if you want to learn more about the yamas, I have an article coming out on yogiapproved.com that I will list in the description box down below when it is published, but it's not currently published yet when I upload this video. Anyway, so yamas, they are 5 guidelines of how to act in moral discipline in relation to others. So the first 2 limbs of the 8 limbs of yoga, yama, and then the second one is niyama. And niyama is how to act in relation to ourselves and inner discipline. And I guess the yamas are ways to interact with the world and with others. So pause on that. We're going to come into half happy baby on the left. So take the outer edge of your left foot. Lift the foot up to face the ceiling, bring the left knee towards the left armpit, and hold here. You can keep your right hand on your right leg, flex your bottom foot as well, and then just hold and breathe, and you can listen to me talk some more. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the first yama, which is called ahimsa. And ahimsa means non-violence or non-harming. This one affected me the most when I went into my yoga teacher training. There's a reason why it's the first kind of aspect of the 8 limbs of yoga. And it's just where you basically start off with everything, non-harming, non-violence. And that applies to other people, other living beings, the world, and yourself. So it's basically just a principle of compassion and living your life in a compassionate way in all aspects of your life. And this just applies to a lot of different areas, as I said, in relation to others, but also it starts with you. Release your leg from happy baby and hug both legs in towards your chest, and we'll come into full happy baby for a moment. So give your legs a hug, and then when you're ready, take hold of the outer edges of both of your feet and place your feet to facing the ceiling. Bring your knees in towards your armpits, and we'll hold here in happy baby pose. Full happy baby pose with both of your legs this time. So to speak a little bit more about ahimsa, it's why I became a vegan. It's why I just am the way that I am. And it's a huge part of me, and why I love teaching yoga, and why I just am myself. So I figured I'd speak to you all a little bit about it, share some of what I have gotten out from living in this way, and feel free to explore for yourself a little bit more as well. But basically, at its core, it is just living with compassion towards everything, towards yourself, towards other people, towards other living things, towards the world. So it starts with us, and it starts with kind of being compassionate and doing what you need to do to be as compassionate towards yourself as possible, and not beating yourself up about little things, or being kind to yourself. So feeding your body with the right things and treating yourself every once in a while. And okay, release your feet from happy baby. Hug your legs in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Release your legs down onto the ground, and we're going to take our strap, and we'll do Supta Padangusthasana. So place the your right foot in your strap, and then either you can keep your bottom leg bent, or you can straighten it out as I'm doing here. Keep that foot flexed as well, and then straighten your leg and hold evenly on both sides of the strap as you gently stretch the hamstring, the calves, the glutes, and the right leg. I'm a little tight here today myself. And this goes along with ahimsa. So if I'm tight today, I'm not going to yank my leg up and force myself into a stretch that my body just isn't ready for. And I mean, that is a huge problem in the yoga community. You see on Instagram all these crazy acrobatic yogis doing these crazy things. You can see my leg shaking here. And it's great for them, and it's amazing. And the discipline they must have, the discipline they do have to achieve those poses is just outstanding. But you have to be kind to your body. Doing those things, becoming that level of an athlete just for a photo, for me, it's just not worth it. And I'd rather have a healthy body for a long time. So I want to be able to do this stretch when I'm older, and I want to be able to walk around and have a healthy, strong body for a very long time. So I don't want to harm myself in that way and force myself to
achieve these crazy poses before my body is ready to do that. I don't even know if my body will ever be ready to do that, and that's okay, because if it's healthy and strong and flexible, as flexible as it can be, then that's all you really need. I mean, unless you're an athlete and that is what you do for a living, it's a different story. But if you're just a regular person living in the world, you don't need to be able to touch your foot to your face. Like, it's not necessary. It's being kind to your body in that way. Now, this also applies, oh, release your foot from the strap. Place your right leg down and switch sides. So once again, you can keep this right leg straightened onto the ground or bend it if you have low back sensitivity. But I'm going to keep mine straight and then straighten the left leg up. The left leg is even worse than the right leg today, so it's going to be real low for me in my typical capability. But that's okay. I'm going to be nice to myself and not force my body into a stretch that it's not ready for. So this also goes along the lines with what you're eating. You don't want to constantly be filling your body with junk, things that you know are not good for you. I'm not going to go into nutrition right now, but we all generally know that eating lots of vegetables, drinking a lot of water, those are really good things to nourish your body and to keep you healthy. And if you're, constantly eating junk food or fried food or things that we all know are not the best, that's not being kind to your body. Now, there's also treating yourself, and if you feel deprived, or if it's a special day and you want to have a treat and treat yourself, then that is also part of it. Being kind to your soul and what you want. And if you want, a cake for your birthday, that's a nice thing to give yourself. That's a nice treat. And that is also a part of being nice to yourself. Treating yourself with compassion and just living a life of compassion. So release your foot from the strap and set your strap off to the side. You can hug your legs in towards your chest one more time. It's just a brief little stretch here while I talk your ear off. Your ears off. Is that the phrase? Talk your ears off? I don't know. Anyway, just rock from side to side if that's comfortable for you. Breathe. Don't forget to keep breathing. You can move your feet around, rotate your ankles, stretch your ankles and feet as well. And then gently make your way up to a seated position, however you'd like. So yeah, I can go much more into detail on being compassionate, but as I said, it starts with you. Be compassionate towards yourself, be compassionate towards your body, and that's just one of the other aspects of yoga and a well-rounded yoga practice. Yoga is way more than just stretching or working out or exercising. It is, as I said, 8 limbs. It's a whole range of guidelines to live by. Many people think it's a religion. It's not. It can be practiced and applied to any religion or no religion at all. It's basically just a way of living. It's a lifestyle. And we're going to go a lot more into depth on how to live a well-rounded yoga lifestyle of compassion, joy, freedom, less stress, more ease in my yoga membership site called My Yoga Habit. I called it My Yoga Habit because, people say, oh, I want to get into yoga and I want to try it and it just, stopped and I need to get back into it. And you know what? The only way you're going to live a yoga lifestyle is if you make it a habit. And I want to help you do that. I want to be your yoga teacher. I want to help you live a more, easeful life. I want to help you live a more free, happy, less anxious life and just, yoga
can help you do that. And if you join me in my membership site, we are going to go way into depth into a bunch of different concepts that yoga provides us with, and also the physical asana. Of course, we're going to practice lots and lots of asana, 4 new classes every month, and lots of extra classes that will always be available for all members for as long as you're a member. And this membership site is launching tomorrow, April 9th, 2018. So if you're watching this video after that, it's already launched, so please join us. But yeah, I am so excited to get this started. We're going to be doing a lot of things like this live, so if you can ask me questions in real time and I'll be able to answer them, and I'll also just be able to go into more depth about different concepts of yoga that I don't really talk about on this channel. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to start and to get you guys all involved, and we're going to have a good time, and we're all going to live awesome lives together. So please check it out, sign up. I would love to have you as a member and as a part of my new next level community. So you can be a part of the yoga YouTube community, which is awesome anyway, but this is just next level. So I hope you join me and join my new venture, which is very exciting. Congratulations once again to the winner of the giveaway. You are our first member, so congratulations. If you're not already subscribed to this YouTube channel, I'll still be posting every week weekly free yoga routines on this channel, so don't forget to subscribe. The YouTube channel is free to subscribe to always. Turn on notification bells, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a part of all aspects of my yoga community. So please join me here on YouTube as well. Don't forget to check out my website, ChriskaYoga.com, for free yoga challenges, premium yoga courses, more about the membership site, ChriskaYoga.com. And also don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at ChriskaYoga for yoga motivation and inspiration. Lots of behind the scenes of this channel. I recently posted some bloopers from my last upload, which I thought were funny. So if you like bloopers, you like behind the scenes stuff, and like just yoga tips, inspiration, lots of cool stuff, Instagram at ChriskaYoga. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me with this little experiment, stretch, and chat. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, hit the like button. Leave me a comment letting me know, if there are any topics you'd like me to discuss in a future stretch and chat, if you'd like me to do more of these. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.